data, were you saying that you had the data, but there were parts of the organisation who didn't know how to use it? They weren't aware.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say it's awareness of how to use it. It's for instance, within CRM in particular, I find that you can run numerous queries over that data, and everyone has a different sense around how to really drive benefit from those results. I think that's where it's come from. It's a different type of skill set to be able to make sense of that data than traditionally would be in more creative areas. So I think it's interesting. I liken it to when we first saw e-commerce come into our space. The type of person that tends to manage e-commerce sites from a P&L perspective, commercial perspective, which doesn't come under IT in our organisation, absolutely correctly sits within our brands. And I personally think that's healthy. It's a different skill set to manage an e-commerce site than it does to manage a store. Similarly, I see it similarly for CRM. It's a slightly different skill set from a marketeer to utilise that data than maybe from a traditional marketeer in the past. That's what I was meaning when I talk about intelligent use of the data. Yeah, part of that job is down to us, as I said, in IT, and how we present it back to that user base. Yeah, as well. So we have an obligation there, and I'm not saying we're perfect in that, I hasten to add, in our business. We've got a lot of work to do.
In many ways, you're saying it's an evolving.
Absolutely, it's a real journey, and you really don't want to get it wrong, obviously, because you are utilising that technology to have direct interaction with your customers. Whereas in our stores, it's much more of an emotional interaction, much more tacit interaction when the customer comes into our physical bricks and mortar stores. Yeah, it's very black and white when you're using it from electronic means, etc. I feel. If anybody disagrees with that, challenge me, but that's my view.